What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. Today, we're going to talk about several major runners. The ones that I've been talking about for a while are starting to finally go, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today because I want you guys to be prepared and don't miss out, and I don't want anyone feeling the FOMO, the fear of missing out. If you wait too long, yes, you're going to miss out on several of these great opportunities that continue to present themselves right now. Now, this is not financial advice. I am not telling you to go buy anything. I'm not telling you to go sell anything. I'm not telling you to hold anything. I am just sharing with you what I am doing and what my opinion is, and I am living in the stocks I'm talking about. So let's start with talking a little bit about what is going on in the news right now, guys. Honestly, first and foremost, we've got President Trump, and he is on the Squawk Box today in Fox News this morning, talking about the tariffs and the deadlines, and talking about farmers and Hispanic culture, and talking about all these things that honestly you're kind of like, bro, what are we doing here? Okay. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad, it's good, it's indifferent. The question that keeps coming up is, when are we going to be done? Okay. When are we going to be finished? We're in August, and we kicked off this presidency in January. We've gone through the ups, the downs, the volatility, the sideways, everything you can think of, the drops, aiding in wars, trying to make peace deals, all this stuff going on in the last 8 months. And let me just tell you, it's been a very busy 8 months. But what has it done to the stock market? It keeps continuing to cause the stock market to be volatile and drop, or volatile and run. It puts fear in the market, people freaking out, selling off. And then guess what? When you freak out about the stock market because of something that the news media posted or something on social media that caused the market to run down, and you freak out and you sell, guess who profits and who does really well? The wealthier, or the ones who say, I'm buying the dip. You want to sell off? You want to get rid of everything you have and let it drop down several dollars per share? Guess who's going to be there waiting to buy it? I will be. So don't do that. Don't freak out, guys. Don't just go running for the hills and selling everything off and being afraid of it. Okay? There's no depression. There's no crazy economic crisis. There's nothing going on right now as far as recession. Okay? All the fear and the rumors and everything that goes on between the political parties, you need to blinders, zone it out, tune it out, focus on getting experienced, learning how to trade, learning how to be an investor, learning how to be a day trader, okay? Learning how to master your craft so that you can make money. Because I'm mastering my craft. I've figured out some things this week, and I'll be very transparent with you guys. I realized that what I was doing was some of my day trades that I get in, because some of them I do not set the stop loss in. I know the companies very well, but when they get to a point where they drop down to a certain point and I don't want to sell out of it, and so it hits into the post market, I can't do that anymore, because I'm learning all too often that potentially it now drops further in the post into pre-market, and then I'm playing catch up. And then I may be holding on to a stock for 2, 3, 5, couple weeks, maybe even, and I don't want to be in it. I don't need to be in it. So what I've done today, and I was kind of proud of myself today. I had to force myself today I do everything exactly the same as my strategy. I followed everything to the T. The only difference was I had to go in some meetings this afternoon. Normally I would be sitting and watching my trades, kind of keeping an eye on them, but I knew that I was not going to be able to do that this afternoon. So what I did was I basically set my stop losses on everything, okay? Not just the ones that I know have the volatility, the ones that I thought potentially would not have volatility, the ones that potentially could have some sort of weird algorithm or a drop or something that, could cause me to end up, losing part of what I've already had in profit, or whatever the case may be. And the best example of that, and I'll show you the charts, but I did that with AMPX today. AMPX, one of our subscribers basically said to me, hey, dude, you didn't talk about AMPX in your video yesterday. You're right, I totally didn't. It was up 20%, bro. 20%. Huge. Okay, I made good money yesterday. Good money in AMPX. And I made decent money in AMPX today. I made $120 in AMPX today. And the reason why I made 120 and not the 300 or 400 that potentially I probably would have made was because when I went in that meeting, I saw something I didn't like in the candles. And I said, as I went through this process in my mind, in my strategy, just set the stop loss, throw it down there, get it to a point where you still make a nice profit. But if it runs down, you won't be totally disappointed if you get stopped out. And I did. Literally within about 15 minutes, I saw boop, the alert on my phone that said, that my order had been filled, and I took $120 profit. And that's okay. I'm not upset because I'm the one who preaches all the time, and I'll tell you guys over and over and over and over again, see profit, take profit. Jason, you listening to me, bro? See profit, take profit. Yes, that's for my boy Jay. Listen, when you guys are trading and you see you're in profit, it's okay if you have done your homework and you understand where that next level of resistance is and what your candlesticks are doing. If you don't know either or one without the other, then you are trading blind and you're going to lose more than you make, okay? You're guessing, you're gambling. This doesn't have to be a gambling game. Set your support level, set your resistance level, and watch it move. And when it hits resistance and it starts to bounce, to me right away, that's a uh-oh, okay? I let it hit sometimes 3, 4, 5 hits. If it starts to drop back, I usually get out and take profit. Now, that doesn't always mean that after this little drop back, it doesn't kick back up, break through, and run like crazy. It actually did that today in AMPX. I had no control over it, though, because I saw the you got filled notification on my phone, and I was in a meeting, and I didn't have a chance to kind of go and take a look at it to see where was it at and what was it doing. I might have bought back in and let it continue to run. But at that point, I saw a profit through my stop loss, okay? But see profit, take profit. Nothing wrong with taking and securing money that you made to be able to come back and do it again tomorrow, okay? So, soapbox done. Guys, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscription button. Guys, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell for me so you'll be notified every time I upload a video, and drop me some comments. Hey, let me know, did you make money today? What did you make money in, okay? What did you do right? What did you do wrong? Talk to me. I want to hear the comments. I want to hear what you guys got going on in your journey, as I am as transparent as I can be about my journey with you. The other thing is, if you have something specific you want me to share or you want me to go over, matter of fact, I'm getting ready to launch another video for one of our subscribers talking a little bit about AMPX and SRFM. I think I got that right, but if not, you'll see it in the next video, the corrected for the tickers. But obviously 2 different battery companies, and they just wanted me to compare the 2. And I'm not giving any advice whether one's better or the other. I'm going to share with my opinion whether I think one's better or the other, and I still believe AMPX is the winner. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. If you have something you want me to talk about, throw it at me. And hey, if you put a comment in there, say, hey, can you talk about this? And I don't have any experience, I'm going to tell you flat out in my comment, hey, I need to research this, or let me take a look at it, or I haven't traded that one, or I just have no idea. I'm going to tell you the truth. All right. That's my promise, is to be transparent. Guys, let's talk real quick about some of the rest of the news, right? So, tariffs. President Trump has said the deadline ends on Thursday. We have many countries scrambling right now. Okay, matter of fact, here's the headline from Yahoo Finance, the news outlet I look at. Scrambling to respond to deals. They have till Thursday. And Trump says, that's it, last chance. Not playing any more games with you. Here, we sent you letters. We told you what the deal was going to be. You either take it or you don't. Well, that's causing some fear in the market. That's causing some stocks to run down. Okay, it may cause potential red tomorrow. The aftermarket right now, post market, is a little bit red. Here you go, guys. Look, I'm putting it up on the screen. You can see right here the S&P 500 down 0.49%. That's probably the first time the S&P 500 has been down by itself. And boom, look what just happened in the post market. Look what just happened, guys. It's 9:12 p.m. and the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq just flipped red with the two. Man, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Okay. And then you look here and you see the sectors, and this is funny because this is giving a little bit of a different story right now. Look at this picture right here. This was about a half an hour ago, and it shows the sectors, and it shows as a total. Look how much red there was. Okay. In the semiconductors sector, look, a lot of green. Oh, look, just turned red. Man, this is like live time and not fun. Look, it all just turned red. That's what I had before. Okay. Financial technology shows a lot of green right now. Any second, I think the thing's going to pop red. But guys, the market is just up and down right now, jumping up and down right now. This is funny that I had this going like this. But yeah, a little bit crazy. Here's the total map of everything going on. So you can see a lot of green, a lot of red, but an interesting market day overall. The home run winner today in the big dollar stocks, which everybody's talking about, everybody's excited about since earnings, was Palantir. And you guys know I talk about Palantir all the time. I have Palantir in my stable for long-term stocks for my retirement. Very happy. I got into it in the low 100s. It's at 170 something now. Let's actually go to look at it itself. Here we can just go directly to my positions and Palantir. All right, so you can see Palantir here, 171.90 in the overnight after market, closed at 173.27. Not bad, and a little bit down from where it was. It was at 180 as a high, 176 here. Okay, but pretty good results. And I've heard a lot of the guys in Discord talking about their calls and making a lot of money, printing a lot of money in options. Good job for any of you guys in it. Palantir is an amazing company. I'm confident to share with you guys, Palantir will hit at some point $1,000. The question is, what do they do with it when it gets up there and it hits over $1,000? Do we end up 5-for-1 splits, 10-for-1 splits, 12-for-1 splits? What do they do with it? I don't know that they will split it, but I'm going to tell you right now, if Palantir, even right now at $171.97, if this thing did a 5-for-1 split or a 10-for-1 split, guess who'd be buying a ton of Palantir on the split? I would 100% be buying a lot of Palantir. So guys, take a look at that. I also want to share this one with you. Okay, Dutch Brothers has earnings Thursday. All right, I got into it very, not a lot. I bought 20 shares of Dutch Brothers. Some of you may be laughing at that right now, right? But I like to play earnings. I play earnings to get the pump and sell and get out. I make the profit, put the profit away. I buy other things with it, whatever the case may be. So I bought 20 shares of Dutch Brothers. And I'm going to show you this to you because a lot of people don't realize this. But what's really cool is that every earnings for Dutch Brothers, look at this. This was earnings in the for the third quarter of 2024. Look what happens. Huge gap jump, and then it runs. And it just keeps kind of running over several days. So make a decision to get in it and maybe get out there. Let's close this back up and let's go to the next earnings. Okay, here's the next one right here. Okay, look what happened. Hello on E-Day. Boom, gap up, jump, huge. Okay, this is a big one from $62 all the way up here to $86. Okay, and then it sat up here for a little while. So you sell and get out of it. Came back down. Let's go to the next earnings. Okay. Let's find the next earnings. There you go, right here. Boom. Look at this earnings, guys. What did it do? Jumped up, and then it continued running up. Okay? Continued running up. So you let it run for a couple days. What I'm going to be doing, let it run for a couple days, see what it does, and you get out. Take profit. See profit, take profit, and get out. Let's see. Do we have another one? Okay. Nope. We're waiting on this earnings, and it's been working down. It's going to hit earnings just like it does every time. Okay. Came up, worked its way down here. Hold on. There you go. All the way up, worked its way down. You got to draw your line. Boom. Back up. Okay. All the way down to earnings. And a guy that's part of the Discord I belong to, part of one that I've been a part of, said he's got a really good friend who is boots on the ground at Dutch Brothers, and things are looking really good. So we'll see what happens. I'm in it. I play earnings. You guys, I've talked about it. I'm still holding Chipotle until I, recover from that one, which I don't know if I ever will. But Dutch Brothers, good call, good play. I'm excited to be in there. Take a look at it. And look at this. It's already running up. Look at this gap. These are my gap fills, where it shows the gap to be filled. Look at this. Boom. From 57.45, jumped all the way up here in the post market to 57.75. It's at $58. And it's only Tuesday. It's prepping for Thursday earnings. So we'll see what happens. Love the trends. Look at these trends, though. All right, guys, let's take a look and see. I didn't even finish the news. Last thing I wanted to share with you, Trump also said he's getting ready to pick the governor of the commission. However that all works, he's getting ready to make a decision on that. I think by Friday we'll have some sort of decision. And who even knows? Whoever he picks, that could cause the stock market to crash. That could cause the stock market to run down. That could cause the stock market to run up. Heck, maybe he'll pick his son. Maybe we'll have Trump Jr. as the governor of the Fed. Who knows what's going to happen. But anyway, we'll see. That's kind of the news. That's kind of what's going on. Guys, let's go straight into the different average Joe day trader list. Let's go through the list first, and then when we get towards the end, I want to share with you guys about AMPX. All right, so first thing, another winner today. I'm going to go to the 30 minutes so you guys can see this, but literally look at this, guys. You could say that was a pretty good uptrend there, although it came back down. This was on Friday. And then we had this beautiful Monday for APLD. Okay, opened up, you could say, at about $12.55. Ran all the way up here to $13.95. Stayed up there for the night for the post market. And the pre-market here, it stayed nice and steady through the 24-hour market. And then we opened up. It did its thing. Okay, quick jump up, drop down. Stayed though. It fought it and it stayed. And then look at this, literally from a bottom open low of $13.80 all the way up here, high today, $14.90. What's it going to do tomorrow? What's APLD going to do tomorrow? I day traded APLD today, and I'm going to tell you what, this was another one that I actually I got in a little bit late in the game for it today. I played it twice. I got in first thing early in the morning, let it run, got out here, made some money on it, got back in somewhere in here, and I can tell you exactly where I got out on the 15-minute because I set that stop loss on it, and it stopped me out right in here, $14.40. Stopped me out, and I was done. And that's okay, because that happens. 2:30 in the afternoon. But still made some money, right? Not super impressive money, but enough that I can say, hey, green day for me twice. Did it in the morning, made good money. Then came back, made a couple more dollars. When I say a couple more dollars, literally, I think I made like 10, 15 bucks more. I think I got about 135 bucks in total at APLD, about $120 out of AMPX. We'll get to that one in a minute, but not a bad day for me. Very, very happy. GTX, let's just kind of go back to the 15-minute and stay here. GTX Mobile didn't really do much for me today. I was kind of looking at it, wasn't happy with the trend lines, so I didn't touch it. SoundHound had a decent, nice day. Nice continuous pattern, okay? The day before, nice pattern. They're also setting up for earnings on Thursday, and they had some super great news that came out here today. I'm going to put that up on the screen. Number one was I shared with you, I think yesterday, about McDonald's, that they are going to be doing their AI through the drive-through to help their business, McDonald's. And then there were some partnerships that they announced today also that SoundHound's going to be a part of. Like I said, here, take a look at this one up on the screen while I keep talking to you, but really good. And I'm excited to see what SoundHound does. Now, listen, I know there's some controversy around this, right? People are asking questions, and I actually had very good conversation with some guys I really respect very highly today. Basically said, hey, shouldn't you be a little bit concerned that they're pumping out a lot of news, a lot of good things they're doing before earnings? Why not wait until right before the earnings report and announce it to help pump up, say a good result? And they're thinking maybe the results won't be as good as we think they're going to be. But listen, we got all of Wednesday tomorrow. see profit, take profit, get back in and see what it does. I have a long-term hold, 500 shares of SoundHound. That's usually my number, between 500 and 1,000. So we'll see what happens with it. And hey, if it drops down, SoundHound's not going anywhere, guys. SoundHound, Serve Robotics, they're awesome companies. We'll see what happens. But nice run up today. Ford, really nice run up today. You could have made some good money in Ford. Opened up about 1094. You got a high wick here of $11.10. Not bad at all. Serve Robotics, as I talked about, had a huge pump this morning, right? Had a hard drop, sort of acted like APLD this morning. Hard drop at the open, but it recovered. The buyers pushed it back up. You got this doji candle, boom, into a full, overwhelmingly engulfing candle. Opened up at 1072 with a high of 1097. Spent the good part of the rest of the day coming down, okay? But in the afternoon, it also worked its way back up and got all the way to $10.90, and it's holding after market, $10.81. Not bad, which is up from the 1074 closing. So Serve Robotics. CX, some XSABs did nothing today. All right, and that's because a lot of tech and finance and all those things were running up and down. The cement companies, energy, utilities, those are the ones that I usually run to when I know it's going to be a bad day in the tech sector, finance. I usually go to healthcare, I go to energy, I go to utilities, because there's some safe plays in there that I can still make some money. IAG had an awesome run up day today. Look at it, 709 opening all the way up to a high wick up here, 751. Pretty good, more than 40 cents per share. BBAI opened nice and hard, came down, had some, a little bit of opportunity here and there, but not so much, to be totally fair, guys. BBI did not really impress me today. SLDB, pretty much just a down run. Wolf, actually, WULF, and I am very excited about Wolf. I did make some money in Wolf today. Loved it. It made hard up this morning. I didn't touch it because WLF is one of those that, I'm always worried in the opening bell. I let it do its drop. It acted like APLD does, opened up nice, and then it continued to run. Had a high up here, $5.09. Not bad at all. Grab also had a decent run up today. That's my Korean Uber. So guys, not bad, not bad. Let's go to the list here, look at some of the other ones. Oklo had a nice day run up, could have made money there. Hims, which had horrible earnings. Look at this, guys. Look at their earnings. I mean, like, just bombed, right? This candle right here from 63.35 all the way to the low of 54.43. I'm sorry for anybody that was in it. You might be fighting to recover right now, but look what it did when the market opened. Shot right back up. What have I told you guys about earnings, guys? If you watched my earnings video, that day or the next day, most stocks potentially return to where they were. This top end up here, 64.09, better than it closed the day before it hit earnings, okay? Better. That was at about the same, actually, I lied, 64.25, and recovered with 64.09, 64.11. Okay, so about the same. So guys, you just got to kind of watch the earnings, see if there's anything you want to get into. ASTS, nice opportunity today, opened hard down, spent the rest of the day running. SMR, New Scale, beautiful uptrend, gave it all back, and then spent the rest of the day sort of in a horizontal, but it's holding nice at $45 from close. QUBT, so a little bit of a nice run up today. APLD we talked about again. Guys, look how beautiful that is. Love APLD, guys. Look what APLD is doing right now. I'm going to give you the daily just so you can see this. Look what APLD is doing right now, guys. Ooh, baby. I love that trend line. Love that trend line, guys. Love it. Love it. All right. Okay, off my soapbox, back down the road. All right, run. Had a rough day yesterday and a rough day today. Did not really do much of anything well that you'd want to be involved in. BBI, we talked about. NVTS. Okay, so look, NVTS had a horrible, horrible earnings result, even though they were not that bad. Their actual results were pretty good, but hard drop down. Okay, and this hard drop down was from somewhere in the eights. Yeah, high 827, ran all the way down low 640. It had some down in the pre-market again, and then it kind of launched back up, right? Not anywhere where it needs to be, but a high of 728, and it's steady. So we'll see. Planet Labs, nothing to write home about today. Tried to recover at the end of the day. And TMC, also nothing to write home about. wouldn't have touched it, stayed away from it. And then let's go to the mid-priced ones. Rocket Labs had a decent midday. Ionic had a really nice day with a launch. It did return back here. So not sure, exactly what was going on here in the middle of the afternoon. The SPY did crank at certain points and it ran up, but right basically before the closing. This is right after closing at 4:30. Run up, run back down. And then Carnival, hard down, not much to play with there. SoFi, guys, I'm kind of changing my opinion on SoFi a little bit. It'll have to be a whole nother video. But right now, I have continued to watch my SoFi account, and I mean my shares, my long-term shares. I've watched them go up $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 in profit, and the next day back down to where it started. And then maybe 2 days later, it's back up $400, $500, $600 in profit, and then it returns back. It's not doing a whole lot right now. You guys tell me in the comments, what do you think I should be doing with SoFi? I'm not saying not to have it as a long-term hold, but I'm saying right now, what's happening? Should I be taking profit, let it drop down and buy back in, and then take profit and, kind of wash, rinse, repeat? Guys, drop a comment to me. Tell me, give me some advice. Help me out on this one because I'm sort of stuck. I hate to say I'm stuck, but I don't want to let go of it. I'm in at a good price, but I just feel like it returns back to exactly where I'm at. Why not sell it out, take profit, stock it away, maybe even buy more and continue on the drops? Talk to me, guys. Hit me with it. Intel, INTC, nice run up this morning. Okay, long, high dollar movers, Tesla, still challenging, man. Tesla's having a challenging time here. Amazon, nice run up, but it returned back in the afternoon. Apple, let's not talk about it. Hard run up and then down. Not really thrilled with what's going on with Apple right now. Google, same exact pattern as Apple. Nvidia, nice upward momentum today, and they're making some nice highs. Okay, guys, some really nice highs. Nvidia cranking. Nvidia and AMD have met each other on the street, on the court, and they're about the same. Okay, AMD dropped down a little bit, but a nice result for both of them. And AMD had to catch up to NVIDIA, and I think AMD will surpass NVIDIA, so we will see. Palantir, I love my Palantir. Let's go. Okay, Hood, Robinhood, some volatility here, but still hanging around this $105 range. And SMCI, Super Micro, had earnings today, guys. What a bomb. Why? What a bomb. Why did it? But guess what? If you closed at $57.26, dropped in earnings, it's at $47.80 right now. You guys feeling what I'm seeing? Buy the dip. It's SMCI, guys. It's Super Micro. They're not going anywhere. Buy the dip. Now, I'm not telling you to buy the dip. I'm telling myself to buy the dip. It's not financial advice. Repeated over and over again. All right. Now, for what you've been waiting for, let's go real quick and look at one of my new favorite stocks. And let me just see if there's anything else here in this list. Oh man, Webull, guys. Webull had a nice day today. Look at this. 1426 all the way to this high of 1525. Nice. Came back down. I don't think it's too late, guys. Maybe not for the day trade perspective, but not too late to get into it. AMPX. Here you go. So if you know my strategy, and I'll do it for you again, my day before, okay? So for example, last night, and I did it live on, I think, this stock for you guys. This rectangle that you see here is part of my strategy. So what I do is I create a rectangle, okay, from the lowest point of the day, okay, all the way to the highest point of the day, which was right here. And then I drag this box all the way across. I set a midline. So I have, and I moved it by accident there. So I have my support level, $6.76. I have my resistance level, $7.79. And my median, which usually it'll bounce between or go up above. And guess what AMPX did last night? You can see it already. It didn't even let me get out of the 24-hour post-market to pre-market. Now, this doesn't run 24 hours per se, but meaning it closed and it continued to run. It then, at the 4 a.m. mark, gapped up. Nice. Filled the gap here later, but gapped up. and then dropped and ran. This is right here at the bell, 9:30, had a beautiful drop and run all the way up, and it just continued for the rest of the day, somewhat on an upward momentum. And even now, it's sitting at $8.50. So what is it going to do tomorrow morning when the market opens up? Personally, I hope it drops so I can buy back in cheaper, let it run for the day. But let's do it together right now, okay? So I'm going to take this box as soon as I can get my thing on it, and I'm going to delete that, okay? I'm going to leave those support resistance lines and all that because I like to see those later. But I'm going to go here to my draw. I'm going to get my rectangle. I'm going to go to my lowest point of the morning day here, and I'm going to drag it up. And now I'm going to come across to my highest point in the actual trading market, which is right here. Boom, set it. And then I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to pull it over. There's my dogs barking. They must really like AMPX also. And I'm going to pull it all the way through the next day. And now, dude, it's not even going to make it. I know I'm going to wake up in the morning when the 4 a.m. hits, and it's going to probably gap up and keep going. I'm already on the way outside of today's box, right? So anyway, this is my strategy. And if it doesn't and it starts to drop, at least I know where these support and resistance levels are. 768 to 850. So we're going to say, it's about, but let's go ahead and add the center line here. So let's get it on a point here. Boom. And we'll make that yellow because that is my, hey, watch out line. Gonna lock it. This one right here, gonna lock it. And then we have up top here the 850 line. So we'll add another line to the 850 line. Boom. And lock it. And now I know I got to get somewhere between, these two. I'll unlock this for a minute. I'm going to pull this back up. Boom. Okay. Let's say that's about center. May not be right, but good enough for me to see if this starts to drop down. I know somewhere in here is this support line before it breaks through it and now hits to this support line. And then we may have bad news, but we're going to see what happens. So anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for jumping into this video. I would say please continue to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for me, drop a comment, hit the notification bell so you'd be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get rich together. Josh out. Peace.